What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about how some people actually deserve to be where they are without love and without support. But before I start that, I just want to say if you haven't registered for the next live event, you still have an opportunity to do that. The link is in the description and in the comment sections. I'll be doing these live events about once a month. So if you missed the last one, you still can catch the next one. There won't be any more normal live events on this YouTube channel, so this is the only way to catch me live at the moment. So like I said, if you're interested in coming to a live event, check out the link in the description and register. Also, if you're interested, you can register for my Zoom crew. There were only 20 spots for that. That's it, just 20. But in the Zoom crew, people will be able to see me once a week live on Zoom to speak about their issues. That group of 20 people will receive coaching from me on a weekly basis, but I only have 20 spots because I don't want it to get too busy in there, and I want to make sure we're attacking everyone's issues. If you want to remain anonymous, you can be down on duck in the Zoom crew. I don't give a damn. I just want to help you, and I understand that it's going to be a lot cheaper for you to do that than to get 4 actual individual sessions with me. So the Zoom crew is for people who want a little bit of extra coaching and want to catch a live once every week to get their issues solved. So with that said, you can check the next live, or you can join the Zoom crew at the link below. Now on to this topic. A lot of people I talk to, a lot of women, have what I like to call broken bird syndrome. I don't think I made it up. Somebody made it up, but that's what we call it. They basically meet someone that needs help, that's chronically unhappy and unlucky, and they offer their services and love to fix this person. They try to nurture this person back into wholeness and back into health. The problem with this is many of the people who are of an adult age, who are downtrodden in this way, deserve to be exactly where they are. A lot of times, people who were in the person's life before you got there, the people who are supposed to love them and care for them and support them, their family, their exes, their coworkers, all the people that are in their life and know more than you about them, have decided not to help, have decided not to support, have decided to walk away. And sometimes for good reason. Some of you need to stop trying to enter into a man's life as his hero in order to get his affection and love back. Some men don't deserve your love or affection or support, or money or finances or resources or whatever else you have to give. The people who've known them, the people who've been around them for years, have decided almost unanimously that they are a poor investment of resources and energy. Just because you like a man, just because you're seeking his affection, it doesn't make him any better of an investment if that's what he's been to the people who love him. Many of these people who are in this position where they don't have anybody else, and you're the only person that they can depend on, are in that position because they've shitted on the people that were there for them, are in that position because they've proven to be very untrustworthy and very treacherous to the people who love them and the people who are supposed to love them. I spoke to somebody recently, and the guy was talking about how he got 4 brothers and nobody returns his calls, and his father only returns every 10th call. And she wanted to help him. She wanted to come in and be a light to his life. And, it was unfair that, he would deal with something like this. I get it. But to her, and to anyone else going through this, my suggestion is just consider maybe, just maybe, sometimes people know more about them than you. And they've made a correct decision in stepping away and not being a support vessel for that person. Everybody doesn't need support. Some people need correction. Some people need exclusion. Some people need exile. Some people need to take some time and allow the decisions they've made in their life to actually resonate with them. Some people need to learn their lessons. Some people need to suffer for the decisions that they've made in order to make improvements. But they can't make improvements if somebody is always there to save the day. The people in their lives have realized that, so they're backing away. Generally, those people, users and narcissists, and people who are just normally very dependent in their relationships, once they're told no and once they're exiled from their communities, will go out and find a kind heart or an empathic person to guilt them into helping, to sing their sad song for and do their sad dance in order to get the support of a new person who doesn't know better because they don't know them. A lot of these guys date a lot of women. They have a lot of women trying to figure out how to come into their lives and save the day. It's very important that you take inventory of what a man has made of his life before you come in there and try to help him, before you come in there and try to save him, before you come in there and try to be the one person who supports him. Everybody doesn't deserve your support. And if you're not careful, you will enter a man's life and end up being just like the people who he hurt before. Just another one, just another person who abandoned him. A lot of times when you meet these guys and they're telling you about how everybody abandoned them and nobody will answer their phone calls and nobody loves them, they're not the victim, they're the perpetrator. The reason why people are having the same response to them is because they've hurt people. If you're chasing love, be very, very careful about picking up men who have none of it, especially from people who otherwise should love them like family members. Some people aren't deserving. So I'm saying do your due diligence. Make sure that you investigate this person, their character, their morals, their values. Make sure you investigate their way of thinking about those who have walked away from them. Make sure that you're seeing an introspective idea and identity in them. Make sure that they understand how to look at themselves and judge their own actions. Make sure they are emotionally mature enough to accept their wrongs and deal with them and take responsibility for them. So many of you have met the career victim and fallen in love, and then become a victim of his, realizing that he's not the victim. He's actually the career perpetrator. He's the career abuser, the career user, but he presents his experience as a victimhood. Be very careful trying to save the day for a person who always has an issue. This goes to your friendships and your relationships with family, and obviously your romantic relationships, what we're talking about here. So many women get taken for their life savings, get used and abused for many, many years because they try to come in and save the career victim. Of course, we need to be empathic. Of course, we need to, have a heart, but your service as applied to love should go to those who are deserving of it and who won't mismanage it. Our help, our compassion, our love, our empathy should go to those who are deserving of it. And you need to learn that before you step in and try to save the day and exhaust yourself with all of your love and support. And also be very careful that a person's not guilting you into helping them by telling you about everyone else who walked away or refuses to help or how bad they have it. So many women have been manipulated out of their savings accounts or into co-signing for a house or a car or a credit card or some other large ticket item that otherwise that person should have had the support for or the means to buy themselves. In looking for love, we often give love without condition to show ourselves as a worthy investment to the person that we're trying to get affection from. This is backwards. An adult man, a grown man of a certain age, should be capable of buying his own things financially and handling his own affairs. If he needs you to come in and save the day, what type of life would he otherwise offer you? If he's mismanaged his life as a single man, he has nothing to offer you. Not at the moment. Maybe not ever. In my favorite book, The 48 Laws of Power, one of the laws is to avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Many of these men are the chronically unhappy and unlucky, but they ignite the affections of women around them. And those women in turn become the chronically unhappy and unlucky by dealing with these men. Be careful not to let people place their misfortune upon your shoulders. Because even if you are everything they need you to be, if they didn't intend to love you before, they won't love you then. And what is that love worth anyway? What could they possibly offer you if they haven't handled their own affairs? And you come into their life and start handling their affairs. You've done nothing at that point but usher in codependency into your relationship, which would lead to resentment once you get tired of being their source for everything. So again, some people deserve to be exactly where they are. Anyway, that's all I got for now. If you're interested in joining the Zoom crew and being one of 20 that receive coaching from me on a weekly basis on a Zoom call, please click the link in the description. Also, you can register for the next live with that same link in the description. Follow me on Instagram at KevHick24. I'll get with y'all later.